Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It has been a while since I filmed and gotten to chat with you guys. A bunch has happened in I guess this past month since I've filmed. So this is going to be kind of like my, well, I don't even know where to start. Let me think. So I am back at school. I'm sure you guys can tell there's a different background. It's super dark because I'm filming in the morning and I'm just using some natural light that's peeking in around my house. But so I'm back at school. I'm in my last year of school. I'm doing my student teaching right now, and so I thought I'd share with you guys kind of the makeup that I've been doing for school, something that's super long wearing, natural, not going to be too heavy, professional, just kind of makes you look like your best version of yourself, but using all like more clean natural beauty products. So this is gonna be more of like a chit chat, get ready with me type of video. I have a lot of news to share with you guys, and so if you're interested in watching this video, then just keep on watching. Alright, where do I even begin? I think I'm gonna start with pulling my hair back. I'm just gonna pull just this part back real quick so that I don't get all of it. I love scrunchies, so that they're back in style. Ooh, this is a good vibe we've got going on right now. So yeah, you guys can tell, I'm sure my hair is different. I colored my hair, but that's not even like the biggest news. I got engaged about a month ago, July 3rd. My boyfriend proposed to me, so I'm in the middle of wedding planning, so it's just been like a wild time. So I'm gonna kind of start getting my makeup on, and I'll kind of explain to you kind of what's been going on in my life. So I moved back to school about a week ago. Yeah, exactly a week ago from today. I had a wedding to go to last weekend, which was so fun. So yeah, I've been here for a week. I've started my student teaching, which has been just so much fun. Let me see if I've got a little mirror in here that I can use. I do. I've got my little Tarte palette here, so I'm just going to use this. Got my e.l.f. brush, and I'm using my BareMinerals Complexion Rescue today and every day and for eternity when I want natural makeup that just gives me like that really healthy glow. I find that it wears just nicely. Like, I wouldn't say it's like long wearing, but it fades off in a really nice way so that I never feel like it comes off in patches, because that's kind of like my problem with some of the more full coverage stuff. I'm going to kind of stipple over some more of my problem areas. I had a few breakouts this month. Is that when they start to fade off, full coverage foundations, they fade off in like patches. And then I feel like I've got some areas that have a ton of coverage, some areas that have no coverage, and actually a light coverage base for me, when it wears off, just looks a lot more natural and yeah, more seamless. So yeah, so that's kind of that. I'm engaged, which is just crazy, going into my senior year of college. There's just a lot, I feel like, going on. I think that that's why I haven't been filming, is I've just been kind of trying to like process everything and get my life on track, so that way when I came back to you guys, it wasn't something that was overwhelming for me. Yeah, the engagement was just such a sweet time. Got engaged on July 3rd of this year, which was so sweet, so special. My boyfriend and I have been long distance for, I guess, about a year and a half now, probably more like a year. Almost a full year of like super long distance. And then we were long distance for a few months, but just by a few hours. He's in the military, so he's doing physical therapy through there. And yeah, he came home and surprised me, and it was just such a sweet and special time. He got all my friends in on it, and yeah, it was just really great. I'm going to take my Revlon Candid. This one is like, Revlon is not cruelty free, but this, I think I've explained this before, this is their fragrance-free, phthalate-free, paraben-free concealer that they came out with. And so I'm gonna just dot this under my eyes. It's got kind of like a thicker doe foot applicator, so it's good for like just when you want to spot conceal. And I'm gonna spot on my little spots right here. I find I like to use a concealer that's a little bit lighter than my skin tone for under my eyes and for blemishes, because I tend to get a lot of pigmentation when I break out, and so it's darker, and so by using actually a lighter one, I think it actually makes it look more skin-like because it balances out those tones. So I'm just gonna like lightly pat it in where I placed it and lightly buff on top of my scars right here, and then I'm gonna tap it in under my eyes. Let's think, what else is new? Honestly, just those things have been so big. We've started doing the wedding planning process. We have a venue, which is so exciting. I have a dress. We have a photographer. We have some of the bigger things done. We're gonna get married after I graduate, so like after this whole year. I have my student teaching this fall, and then I have a few more classes I need to take in the spring, and then I will be done, and I'm getting married. There's just a lot happening. It's just been a really big summer, really exciting, really sweet, really special. Yeah. Okay, so that's the base pretty much done. I'm gonna zoom you guys in. So here's the base. You can see I had like some spots right here, but those are now covered. Yeah, I just like to like really pat a lighter concealer over top of those darker pigmentation spots, and I find it blends it out really nice, and now my face matches my body a lot more. Alright, what's next? I'm going to use a little bit of powder. This is just a travel size of my BareMinerals. It's just their original mineral veil. I really want to try their hydrating one because I tend to get drier under eyes, but I'm going to take that same brush. I think this is the contour brush. Just like lightly dip it in, tap it off, and then I'm going to tap that under my eyes. And anywhere that I tend to lose foundation quickly, because I'm going to try to get this to last from morning till late afternoon. So that for me is my chin, and for me it's around my mouth. I think because I just talk and make a lot of facial expressions, that kind of moves around. Alright, so yeah. So after that, that's pretty much good for my base. I'm going to do, what I do next is I take this, what's this called? Tarte Hamptons Weekend. It's super dusty because I've been using it every single day, but it's pretty much there. It has a bronzer, blush, and highlight, and I use this for both cheeks and eyes. So I take same brush. This is the Sonia Kashuk brush that I've had for forever. I'm going to dip it into, this one's called Farmer's Market, this bronzer at the bottom. Run it through there, tap off the excess, and I'm going to start on my cheeks. And buff that along my hairline and on my cheeks. In the bronzer kind of areas that you guys know. A little bit on my chin and down my neck to kind of blend that all together. And you can see it just gives me like a subtle definition here. I like to use circular motions, and then circular motions along my temple here too, and then along my jawline and down along my neck. And again, that just gives me like that subtle definition that I like to have on my cheeks, because I have kind of a wide face that doesn't really have a lot of definition, no cheekbones. And again, I'm gonna use the same brush, quick and easy into Summer House. I can get this makeup done in about 10, at most 15 minutes in the morning, which is perfect for me. And I just tapped that over top. It just gives that sun-kissed look. And these shades all just blend really nice together. Tapping that again on my cheek. And I like a good amount of blush, and then I like to take my foundation brush and to just go over it to blend it and take it down just a little bit, because I find that blush wears off really quickly on me. So if I go a little heavy-handed at the beginning, it'll last. And then I like to take what's ever left and run it a little bit down my nose. And I think that that just brings kind of the whole facial look together. All right, and for the eyes, I forgot my brush. Let me go grab that. I've got you guys nice up close and personal for my eyeballs. So I'm going to use the same palette. I'm going to dip it into my bronzer shade. Whoops, almost got the blush. And I'm just going to run that through the crease. I like to focus on the outer edge and then bring it in, but really just roughly blending that on my lid and in my crease, but focusing it more on the outer edge because that's where I like to have my definition. And I'm using an Eco Tools double-sided brush. And again, just continue blending. You guys know the drill. Blend until your arm falls off. Blend, blend, blend. And you're really working that pigment into your skin, and then it's gonna stay a little bit longer. So yep, so I've got kind of a wash of color on my lid and up in my crease. I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. And this is a pretty pigmented bronzer, so I always try to make sure I'm tapping it off before I go in, because I find just Tarte products in general, for me, are a little bit dusty. And that's not a bad thing. They have a ton of pigment in them, but I like to start small and work my way up. And so I have to kind of tap off a good amount. So again, just on my lid and up in my crease. We've got a nice wash of color. I'm going to flip it over to the other side. This little, I guess it's like a smudger or flat shader brush. I'm going to dip it into the highlighter of this palette called Beach Getaway. Tap off the excess again. And I like to focus this on the middle, from the inner corner to just to the middle, because that's just how I find that that works best for my eye shape. I know people with more rounded eyes like to just dab it in the middle of their eye, but I've always found that I prefer an inner corner look. So I just kind of like to first place it with my brush, so I kind of can, it's just, what am I trying to say? It's easier for me to be more detailed when I'm with a brush, and then I like to take my ring finger and dip it in there, because this actually picks up more of the pigment, and then I just tap it right over, because I've already kind of laid it down, and so I don't need to worry about my finger being able to be super precise. I just kind of have to lightly go over it. And then I'm just going to use my finger to slowly start to smudge that into the middle part. So it's blending that into there. And then I flip it over, I take my blending brush, and circular motions, I buff out the edges. And so you can see that really brightened up the inner corner of my eye. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. My smudger brush, I dip it into the highlight, tap off the excess, and I start in the corner. I don't like to go first all the way back here, because if I have any extras left over, it would get in my eye. So I start right here, and then I work my way up and in. And I kind of carve out the area with the brush where I'm going to want my pigment. And then again, I'm going to take my ring finger, but on the other side, this is like my actual ring finger. And I'm just going to pat, 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 right where I had laid down kind of the initial carving, and then again I'm going to just really lightly blend that into the middle so that it's not going to be super harsh. Flip it over. I'm not taking anything on this brush for both sides, I'm just lightly buffing out the edges so that they blend super, super nice. And those are my eyes. Alright, we'll move on to brows then. So I've got eyes and face done. I'm going to use my Physicians Formula little brow guy, and I'm going to do these off camera, so, because it takes 10 years. Okay, I have you guys zoomed back out so you can kind of see what the whole face looks like together. I'm gonna do mascara now and then end with lips. So I'm gonna take my Tarte. This is on its last leg. I need to get a new one. I got the Honest Beauty one, and I love the Honest Beauty, the length. It has like a primer attached to it. I forget what the actual name is, but I'll link it below. And I left it when I went away for the weekend for the wedding, so I'm just gonna finish. This one is literally on its last leg. It's not that great. If I was you, I've been using the Honest Beauty one for like a week before this, just before my student teaching, and then I've had to switch back to this, but I'm gonna need to pick up a new one this week. And I'm just blinking it on, rubbing it through my lashes. Y'all know how to apply mascara, but I do not apply mascara on my lower lashes if I am wearing makeup for a long time. It looks really pretty when I have makeup on my lower, not makeup, mascara on my lower lashes, but I smudge so easily, even if I do set my under eyes, that I look like I've been crying by the end of the day, and I don't want my students to think that I'm crying, so I'm not gonna do that. So again, I'm just rubbing it through there. Blinking it on. I like to really focus mine again on elongating my eyes, so I go really heavy on the outer edge of my eyes, on those little hairs out on the edge, so that it looks like my eyes kind of elongated. And then I blink it on. Yeah, this guy's getting to the point where she's pretty much dried out. I would highly recommend the Honest Beauty one though. That was, I think, the best natural mascara that I've ever tried, and I think it's even more natural than Tarte's is. So if you guys are looking for a good mascara that's clean, the Honest Beauty one, it isn't that expensive. I think it's like $14, which I think is as much as the Pacifica one, and it's bomb. It's really, really good. All right, for lips, I'm gonna do a little combo. I've got my BareMinerals Honeybun lipstick, so I'm just gonna put that on first. And it's just like a nice everyday nude. I love this lipstick. I need to pick up more. I went to go get another one of my Origins one, or to like, not the same one, but a different color, because you guys know I love the Origins one. And then I was just looking around at the BareMinerals counter when I was in Ulta, and I just feel like BareMinerals has really done a lot to kind of up their game as far as packaging and to be more modern and more current and stuff. So I picked that one up, and it's been really, really good. And then I'm going to top it off with, technically this is a liquid lipstick from Burts. What's this color? Niagara Nude, but I just like to stick it in the middle. It gives it a little bit more of a warmer nude look, and also add some more gloss, because I am not, I can't speak while I'm doing my lips. I'm not a matte lipstick type of girl. I find that my lips get really dried out and it's not flattering, and I find that I prefer to reapply throughout the rest of the day rather than have like my lips be super dry and kind of like crack and start to fade off. So yeah, so I'm gonna put my hair down real quick. This is how I've been doing my hair. I've been doing that middle part soft wave type of deal, and yeah, let me zoom you out a little bit more. Alright, so I have you guys zoomed out so you can kind of see the full look, but yeah, this is what I've been doing. Super simple, super easy, natural-ish makeup that can still cover any blemishes that you guys have got going on. Professional for school, not over the top, super quick and easy, lasts long, clean beauty, checks all the boxes. So if you guys like this video and are interested in subscribing to my channel, please do that down below. Leave a comment, tell me what you guys have been doing this summer, what you guys have going on this fall. It's been so great to catch up with you guys again and just kind of get you updated on my life. I promise I will be more consistent from now on. Life has just been kind of crazy. So thank you all for watching. It's been such a great day. I love you all.